Hey everyone, welcome to week 10. This is the fourth week of conducting different motor control tests. This week we're going to be testing whether or not counter movement jump performance is negatively related to the height that people transition from jumping in something like parkour, whether or not they feel comfortable to jump down from the ledge or if they need to transition to climbing down or a different type of method to get down. So the first test that we'll be conducting is the reactive strength test, and then we'll be conducting a parkour specific drop test. So the first test we're conducting is the reactive strength test. The aim of this test is to assess the reactive strength of the leg extensors. The protocol for this test is essentially a counter movement jump, and I'm going to be conducting this on myself as well because I don't have a participant to do it on this week. So what I'll be doing is standing with both feet on the ground and hands on my hips. I'll dip down. The depth that I dip to is up to myself and what feels comfortable. So I'll dip down and then jump up, and jumping as high as possible without tucking up my knees. So my hands remain on my hips for the entire jump, and I want to minimize ground contact time by jumping as high as possible. And then after completing these jumps, in post-processing later, I'll be recording the flight time from the moment my feet leave the ground to the moment that they make contact again as I land. So I'll have 3 attempts at jumping with 30 seconds rest in between each attempt. So the next test is the parkour specific drop test. The aim of this test is intended to test the height at which you transition from a precision landing strategy to a climb down strategy. So a point where you feel that the height is too far to jump and deciding instead to climb down. So it's being used to assess the individual constraints that influence movement strategies of parkour athletes. So the participant, which will be myself, will be asked to either jump down or climb down from a ledge to the ground. And so this ledge height will differ and gradually increase. The height at which the climb down strategy occurs. So we'll start off with a ledge that's 20 centimeters from the ground. I will jump down from the ledge and land on 2 feet, and then we'll progressively increase the ledge height by 20 centimeters each time. And I'll keep jumping down from those different heights until I no longer feel comfortable doing so, at which point I will climb down, and then the height of that ledge will be recorded. So we've got the first box here. It's approximately 20 centimeters tall. It's maybe just a fraction taller. I'll start by jumping off this one. So the second height is 40 centimeters. I'll be jumping off this bench here. It is a little bit taller than 40 centimeters. It's about 50 to the top, but I don't have anything that's 40 centimeters, so we'll go with this for now. The next height that we've got is 60 centimeters. So it's roughly 60 centimeters. Alright, the next height we've got here is 80. So the table's a little bit lower than that, but again, we're just making approximations here. Alright, so the next height that we've got is 1 meter. Which is pretty much to the top of this stool on the table here. We'll see how we go. It's a little bit unsteady, so. Alright, I think I'm going to climb down there instead of trying to jump off that one. So my climb down height will be 1 meter.
So the participant was 175 centimeters tall and weighs 75 kilos. And their results in the first test showed a flight time of 520 milliseconds, as well as an estimated jump height of 33 centimeters. From this, it was estimated that they have jump power of 10,000 watts, and relative power of 125 watts per kilos. However, it must be said that this was based off the athlete having an 80 kilogram body mass. I stuffed up the equation a little bit, and so I had to use results from somebody else. But it would be a relatively similar result for this participant. These results put the athlete in the excellent category for both flight time and for leg power. This is based off the normative data from Coombs and Skinner in 2014. Further to this, the results of the transition height in the second test conducted, the parkour test, was 100 centimeters or 1 meter. If the participant did want to improve these results, it could be recommended that they include some differential learning in their training. This would mean that they would introduce constant perturbations during training, allowing the body to self-organize and create new movement patterns based on some kind of change in environment, as this would allow them to explore further adaptive solutions that can be applied to the different situations and environments that may arise in activities such as parkour.